Hey, drop.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 15. Hard to believe, 15 episodes already of the Buchanan County Sports Podcast. We'll start off with the weekly recap. Had the Black Diamond District Volleyball Tournament this week, the last one on Monday. Twin Valley against Grundy. Grundy won 3-0, 24-14, 25-14, 25-4, 25-12. For Twin Valley, Kara Boyd, 2 digs, 1 kill, 1 ace, 3 service points. Addie Blankenship, 3 digs, 1 kill, 1 service points. Kaylee Mullins, 3 digs. Malaya Bell, 7 digs, 1 assist, 1 kill. Kaylee Sparks, 1 dig, 2 kills. Addie Boyd, 5 digs, 3 kills, 2 aces, 9 service points. Aliyah McClanahan, 1 dig. Maya Bell, 5 digs, 3 assists, 1 kill, 1 service point. And Kelsey Lester, 7 digs. For Grundy, Destiny Armendariz, 6 service points, 3 aces, 2 digs, 13 assists, 5 kills, 1 block, and a partridge in a pear tree, right? Leah Rasnick, 6 service points, 2 aces, 7 digs, 5 kills. Sophia Belcher, 5 service points, 5 aces, 2 digs, 15 kills, 1 block. Addison Bell, 24 service points, 4 aces, 4 digs, 17 assists, 5 kills. Riley Church, 8 service points, 3 aces, 8 digs, 8 kills. Wow. Clara Griffey, 10 digs, 1 kill. Cammie Rourke, 5 service points, 2 aces. So first night there, Grundy got the win to advance on in the tournament. Also that night, Hurley and Council picking up a 3-0 win, 25-22, 25-19. 25-19. I really thought that it was going to end up going all 5 sets because it was so evenly matched. But, of course, Council came out on top there. Very close in each set, however. Council, 4 service points. Ava Rose, 4 service points, 3 aces, 5 assists, 5 digs. Abby Deal, 5 kills. Kayla Johnson, 5 service points, 4 aces, 5 digs. Megan Hess, 4 service points, 3 aces, 3 hits, and
4 digs.
4 digs. I'm not sure what that was there. I've not seen that before.
3 hits?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that either.
I'm not sure if that was like a typo or what. Anyway, Hurley, Bella Hurley, 10 service points, 1 dig, 12 assists. Emily Mullins, 9 service points, 6 digs, 2 kills. Keisha Hagerman, 14 service points, 7 digs, 4 kills. Jalen Dotson, 8 service points, 10 digs, 2 kills. Brooklyn Owens, 9 service points, 6 digs, 3 kills. Carissa Hurley, 4 digs. Brooklyn Estep, 9 service points, 8 digs, and 1 kill. All right. Rodney, you want to take Tuesday there?
Yeah, Tuesday, October 28th, still with volleyball. Consolation game, Twin Valley and Hurley. Hurley comes up winning all 3 sets, 25-14, 25-13, and 25-13. The players for Twin Valley, Kiara Boyd had 4 digs, 1 assist, 2 aces, and 4 service points. Excuse me. Kaylee Mullins had 3 digs. Malaya Bell, 10 digs, 6 assists, 1 kill, and 1 service point. Kylie Sparks, 2 digs, 1 ace, 1 service point. Addie Boyd, 7 digs, 7 kills, 5 aces, and 6 serving points. Maya Bell had 9 digs, 3 assists, 1 kill, 2 aces, and 2 serving points. And Kelsey Lester had 4 digs, 1 kill, 2 service points. For Hurley, Bella Hurley with 10 serving points, 1 dig, 12 assists. Emily Mullins, 4 serving points, 6 digs, 2 kills. Keisha Hagerman had 14 serving points, 7 digs, and 4 kills. Jalen Dotson, 8 service points, 10 digs, 2 kills. Brooklyn Owens with 9 serving points, 6 digs, and 3 kills. Carissa Hurley comes in with 4 digs, And Brooklyn Estep, 9 serving points, 8 digs, and 1 kill.
You can go ahead and do that one too.
Excuse me. All right, then we move on to the Black Diamond District Championship matchup. That was between Grundy and Council, and Grundy won all 3 sets, 25-8, 25-15, and 25-8. For Grundy, Destiny Armendariz had 8 serving points, 4 aces, 5 digs, 11 assists, and 2 kills. Leah Rasnick, 12 serving points, 4 aces, 7 digs, 1 assist, 6 kills. Sophia Belcher, 4 serving points, 3 aces, 1 dig, and 12 kills. Addison Bell, 11 serving points, 1 ace, 6 digs, 12 assists, and 3 kills. Riley Church, 5 serving points, 2 aces, 6 digs, 7 kills. And Claire Griffey, 10 serving points, 4 aces, 6 digs, and 1 assist. With Council, Abby Deal, 2 serving points, 1 ace, 2 kills. Ava Rose, 3 serving points, 2 aces, 1 assist, and 2 digs. And Megan Hess had 2 kills and 3 digs. Tim?
So we go to Wednesday, October 29th, cross country, a Region 1D championship at UVA at Wise. If nobody's been on that campus, it's hard to find that, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
It's hard to find.
I had quite a hard time. I literally drove up there to the parking lot where everybody was parking like 3 times thinking that's where it was, but I didn't realize you have to go
You gotta
up
go
a little
around.
road there.
Yeah. So we'll go back to that individual. First place is in the boys, and Grundy did place 3rd overall in this competition, so they will advance to the state as a team. So first place was Keyston Hartford from Grundy for 1749. 8th place is Jacob Ray from Council with 1831. 18th is Braden Conaway from Grundy with 2001. 21st is Ethan Deal from Hurley with a 2026. 26th is Gage Brown from Council with a 2034. 29th is White Street from Grundy with a 2058. 30th is Jacob Fields from Grundy with 2104. 39th is Ryder Anderson from Grundy with 2247. And 41st is Jacob Smetzer from Grundy with 2321. 42nd is Derek Jackson from Hurley with a 2324. 43rd is Lucas Vance from Grundy with 2415. 47th, Daniel Rye from Hurley with a 2621. 48th is Ben Stevens from Council with a 2707. Moving on to the girls' side of it.
Before we do, Tim, I don't know, they may have covered it on the podcast last week when I was on my deathbed. Still haven't got a chance to watch it, by the way. You talked about Keyston Hartford coming in at first. We've seen that he had to set out over at Council last week. He was just coming off of a hip injury, correct?
He's had
been nursing it.
Yes, he has, and he did not want to push it in the district to hurt him in Regents. So
He knew the team was going to advance and everything.
I mean, the team was going to advance. So he took just one lap around and just come off. But far as seeing him last week, he's come to the front, and he is still got a little injury, but he's limping through it.
Yeah.
So on the girls' team, Grundy did place 2nd overall, so the whole Grundy's team will get to go to state. And first place was Ella Rasnick from Council with a 1944. We knew Ella was going to be good. We knew she's going to be good. So then coming up is 2nd place was Aliyah, and that's Destiny. She come up 9th, and that's Destiny's sister. And I tell people, and she's going to be on our podcast later on, but I told people all along that she's going to be the best one of them because she always had to play older kids or go run against older competition. And I even told her mom at the district tournament she's going to be the best one of them. Nothing against Destiny. I love Destiny.
Well, when we had Destiny, she was giving a lot of credit to Aliyah for her motivation and stuff. She says that's where she gets a lot of her push from, is from her sister.
Yeah, so we'll move on. So with a time of 23-12, Aliyah finished 9th. Then 12th was Destiny from Grundy's 23-34. 14th,
Come on, give it a try.
Veronica. I have no idea how you pronounce her last name.
Salichenko?
And she's a sweetheart. She's a great
spoke to
girl.
her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. And she's from Grundy with a 24-39. But I'm afraid of butchering her name so bad, I'll butcher it anyway. Then you had Ava Ward from Grundy placing 20th with 25-25. Then 21st was Skylar Baker from Hurley, 25-42. And then you had 25th, Kayla Ratliff. Kelly, I'm sorry, Kayla. Where'd I get Kayla? Kelly Ratliff from Grundy, 26-51. 35th, Ella Robinson with a grunt from Grundy, 28-49. 40th is Emily Lockhart from Hurley with 32-55. 42nd, Reagan Boyd from Grundy with 34-08. Kara Taylor is 43rd from Twin Valley with a 35-54. So both Grundy's boys and girls go to state
As a team, yeah.
as a team. So they will be there this Saturday.
Yep.
State's this Saturday coming.
In Salem?
Salem.
It's in Salem, yes.
Yeah, some park there. I literally looked at it on Google Earth, and I see the field in the middle of trees, but I have no idea how you get to it or where you park. So I don't know if I'm going to be walking a couple miles or what, but I guess I'll figure it out once I get there.
My wife and myself will be going as well, so we'll all
Take a
figure
flare
it out.
gun with you.
Yeah,
I'll be calling you again, telling you I'm lost again. But moving on to Thursday, we had Thursday night football, thanks to Krieger, Twin Valley and Bland. You was keeping us informed on that one, and it was quite a game. You wasn't actually at that one that night, was you?
No, I didn't go up there. Shout out.
Had a good source.
Yeah, another football and cheer mom, Amanda Keene. I told her, or asked her, I said, if you don't care, please keep me updated everything that happens. And she said, okay, and she definitely delivered. So Amanda and Alyssa, I greatly appreciate you keeping me informed, and I was on the edge of my seat.
It was score after score after score. I definitely appreciate you keeping us updated. But 52-50, Bland coming out on top by 2, and Twin Valley pretty much led almost the whole game.
They did, up to the fourth quarter.
All the way until about midway through the fourth. Braden White, excellent game. 125 yards passing. I don't know how many attempts or whatever, but 1 touchdown, 30 carries for 202 yards and 5 touchdowns. Harvey Duty, 23 carries, 104 yards rushing, and 1 touchdown. Kudos to him.
Yeah.
We've had him on the podcast before. Glad to see him have a good game. Brandon Mullins, 3 receptions, 79 yards, and 1 touchdown. Luke Stiltner, 1 reception for 29 yards. Blake Cooper, 2 receptions for 12 yards. Josh Keller, 4 carries for 26 yards. And I definitely appreciate all the help from Twin Valley as far as getting the stats and stuff. We've had had a lot of help there as far as sending stuff in. I know a lot of times it's a little bit difficult getting stats from people, and they've always been really, really good about that. Usually I get them by the end of the night on Friday night, so it's usually right after the game. Tim, you want to hit the Friday there?
So we'll go into Friday, October 31st. Castlewood came to Hurley. Hurley come out on top of that, 44-6.
For homecoming.
Yeah, that was a homecoming. And by the way, you guys sound good on the radio. I was listening to that.
I don't know about that. Probably Rodney did.
Nope.
Very good. Both of you did very good. So Canaan Justice, 4 for 9 passes, 80 yards, 1 touchdown, 61 yards rushing on 5 attempts. Pretty daggone good stacks right there. Dylan Lester, he don't never slow down, man. Dylan's just he's a hard-nosed football player. 98 yards rushing, 19 attempts, 3 rushing TDs, 18-yard receiving TD, and he made his 1,000 yards.
Yep.
So I'm so congratulations.
And also to jump down the list a little bit, he also had 9 total tackles and 7 solos. So he was doing it on both sides of the ball there.
He wasn't just offense; he was defense too. Aiden Baker, 163 yards on 11 attempts, 2 rushing touchdowns. Chase Baker, 14 total tackles, 11 solos. So sounded like he was doing it on both sides too.
Yeah, Chase had some huge hits, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Chase is such a good kid. I know his family and comes from a good bunch.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing, and Michael may say, well, no, I disagree. That's a good thing about this. We can agree to disagree. Castlewood, they played a pretty decent game up to a certain point. Excuse me. But the 6 points that they did walk away with, it was give to them with penalty yards. I mean, they were just put into position.
I don't really think they had very many offensive yards on that possession. They literally moved down the field on penalties. I don't really understand what was the situation there. I understand sometimes when you're down, emotions get the best of you. But the fact that Hurley came out of the half with like, what was it? It was almost, if it wasn't 30, it was close. It was right around a 30-point lead. And yet there's just stupid penalty after stupid penalty and just mistakes.
Big penalties. 20-yarders.
And I'm like, why are you letting your emotions get the best of you when you're ahead? Just play your game, run the ball, control the clock, and come out of there with a win.
Yeah.
But just a lot of mistakes. There was a couple little skirmishes there in the late in the second half too. I don't necessarily think they got ejected or anything. I think the coach just due to certain things decided to pull them out.
Okay.
Helmets came off, different things like that. So in all right, the ref had the right to do something there, but he didn't. Hurley's last homecoming, I think they was kind of lenient on a few things.
Right. They was hyped up to,
But next up, there's actually something on Saturday, and I'll let you touch on that, Rodney.
Yesterday, we've told you all a lot that this Buchanan County band, they stay busy, school to school to school, doing halftime performances. Sometimes it's pregame performances, pet band during the games. They were over in Hurley for the homecoming day parade. They load up and they head out, and they went to Pulaski for their final band competition of the year. And we got the results in. I tell you what, they are a happy bunch, and I'm happy for them. Drum major, Ms. Rachel, she comes out once again, first place for drum major. Color guard, third place. General effect, second place. Your percussion, second place. Visual, second place. Music, third place. Overall class placement, second place. And they walk away with a rating, once again, of superior.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
They've literally got, I don't understand everything about how that goes or whatever, but I know that rating or whatever they have achieved at every competition so far.
They have.
And
excellent job from the band.
Yeah.
I got to speak to Rachel on the way up here. I don't know if you've seen her or not.
I
She was
did.
in the vehicle.
I waved at her.
I congratulated her, and she's still all smiles. So was Mama, too.
Yeah.
And they should be.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it was emotional for her because that, if I'm correct, she's a senior this year, correct?
Now that I don't, I'm
I
not
thought I'd
100%
seen something
sure.
about it being her last competition and everything.
I did see Tiffany put happy first, last, whatever how you word that. Competition day. So you're
But anyway,
probably
also,
correct.
I don't know if you've seen this or not. It just shows you some true class from a establishment and everything. They was on their way home. Of course, you got 40 kids. You need to find somewhere to feed them. And they stopped off at a Bob Evans in Bluefield, and they were 30 minutes from closing the doors, and they literally stayed open and made sure all the kids was fed and everything. And as
kudos to Bob
Buchanan
Evans.
County resident, I'm very thankful for that. I know they probably ain't listening to this, but I can still voice my opinion about
That's right. That's right.
But guys, overall last week, any thoughts on anything as far as cross country, volleyball, or the football?
Not disrespecting anybody else, but daggone, you couldn't have knocked a smile off my face with a 2x4 when you was live and I saw that blue jersey come around to the final stretch with Ella. Yeah. It's a Cinderella story for her this year.
Oh, and it ain't over yet. It ain't midnight yet, but
no.
Bless you.
Excuse me, I'm
Exercising
sorry.
the demons over there out of this one.
Yeah, I think good things still happen to that lady. So I'm proud of her and not taking nothing from nobody else. I'm just where she's came from and where she's at now.
And one other thing, I meant to say. To the Twin Valley boys, I know that one stung, but keep your head up.
That's
you all
right.
played one heck of a ball game. When they came down to Twin Valley on your own turf, you had a very significant spread in the score than what you did when you go up on their turf. You kept your nose down. You played good, hard football. It's going to sting, but you need to be proud of what you done. That was just fantastic. Good job to all of you.
Yep, for sure. Tim?
I'm like Rodney. Hurley won.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Hurley.
Especially it being homecoming.
Their
and everything.
homecoming, their last
I was glad.
homecoming. I'm at Twin Valley was on the road and they lost by 2. But just like Rodney said, when they came here to play them, the score did not say that.
I believe it was 42-24, if I remember correctly.
That
I
was
think
the
so.
score, yes.
Yeah.
So now that just shows you how much Twin Valley has really improved.
And why I'm impressed by him every week. I think he just continues to improve weekly, and I really look forward to seeing him up here at the Gap next year for sure.
Yeah, Braden's going to be great.
And I believe whether or not it's quarterback or whether it's something else, I believe he could succeed at anything they put him at, as well as on defense.
Yes.
A good kid, and I think there's only a bright future ahead for him.
I agree.
But I guess my final thought was, to reiterate on what you guys was saying about the cross country. It was just amazing, all of them. I mean, from Keyston to Jacob, Aliyah, Destiny, just all the kids and everything just did tremendous. And I was really, really glad to be there that day, even though I literally froze to death up on that mountain. And seen a couple tents go flying, including the one that I was using. So I guess I probably owe Chris a tent. But the wind was really, really rough up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is always rough, but it's good facility.
Yeah.
Really good facility.
Sure was. All right, guys, we'll move on to our first interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Aliyah Armendariz, Grundy freshman, finished 9th last week with a time of 23:12 at the Region 1D Cross Country Championship in Wise. Aliyah also helped lead the Grundy girls cross country team to a 2nd place finish, which qualified the Grundy girls team to the state championship to be held next Saturday in Salem. Tim, you got some questions?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know, what did it feel like when you passed your sister?
I knew that was going to be the question.
It felt so good to finally pass her because I've wanted to achieve that for so long. So many people believed in me, and she believed in me herself.
She sure does believe in you because she always talks good about
Yeah.
you. And on our podcast before, she always said you was always pushing her,
Yes,
but she don't understand she was pushing you as well.
yes.
So you was pushing each other. So what inspired you to start running cross country?
I'm not even sure. I knew that 2 of my older sisters used to do cross country, and I just thought it would be fun to start. And I always loved running, loved the idea of it. So I just started.
Well, you got long legs, so you got a good stride.
yes.
You take that from Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Your
That's
dad's tall.
That's one thing you've got over Destiny and everything.
Yeah,
With the legs and everything, it makes it a little bit easier for you than her.
Yeah, time she catches up to you, she's got to run 4 or 5 more steps to catch you. So, what's the biggest lesson cross country has taught you about yourself?
It has taught me to keep on going and keep working hard to achieve what you want and to just follow your goals.
Well, who has been your biggest influencer or supporter in your running?
I'd have to say my sister.
Yeah. How do you mentally prepare? Like you're getting ready to go into state next Saturday.
Yes.
So let's back up to our region. How did you prepare mentally and physically for a region?
I had to calm myself down because I knew I was so nervous. I had to make it to state. I wanted to beat my sister. I had to keep up. And, I just tried to think back of all the other meets that I've ran, and I've done really good at them. But, I just had to calm myself down, stretch, and shake it off.
What's your favorite workout or training train and run, and why?
I like to run on my own. I don't really like running with other people. I just like running on my own, doing my own thing, running around in my yard, running in the town. It's just calming.
How important is nutrition?
It is very important. When you eat what you need to eat, then you run better. Or if you don't eat at all, I know from experience, it can hurt your running.
So, for the people out there who don't know, what's a good snack before running?
My go-to snack since about 4th grade has been goldfish and bananas.
Yeah. What goes through your mind during the toughest part of a race?
A lot of things. What brought me to the race? Why do I want to do this? Why I want to win?
How do you push through when your body wants to quit?
I just think of everyone on my team, knowing they want me to finish, they want me to do my best, they want me to make it to state, they want to go to state themselves, and I need to help them get there as well.
Do you prefer running in a pack or setting your own pace?
I like setting my own pace. I don't like running in a pack. I think running in a pack just doesn't help you get to where you need to be.
How do you handle pre-race nerves or pressure? Of course, you're a freshman. You don't have no pressure.
No.
Well, I mean, there's a
She's
bit
in a
of
position
pressure.
this week where she shouldn't really be there as a
Right.
freshman, so
Yeah.
she
She's done great.
surpassed expectations majorly.
So let's go. How do you handle your nerves?
Well, I mean, I just try to not think of the race. I just think of just running by myself, running in town, not the race, just running however I want to.
So your mindset is somewhere else than just what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. What's your strategy when you approach heels, turns, or the final stretch?
Hills, turns, and final stretch. Final stretch, you have to give it your all. You can't slow down before the finish line, and you just got to go until your body just stops. Hills, they can be a challenge, especially in a race and especially near the end. You want to overcome that hill. You want to get past it, and you want to pass people after.
It definitely looked like your body just came to a stop there at the end of the race.
Yes.
And you just completely spent.
Yes.
Gave it all. What makes your team unique or special this year?
Our team is so fun, and I love being on it because this is my first, year as a freshman, and I'm in high school, and I finally get to experience what it's like going to state, going to region, doing all these fun things with a new team, and they support you so much.
Well, that's my next. How do your teammates motivate you or support one another?
They are so sweet. They're always there to help you after a race, congratulate you, even if you did a horrible race. Maybe you ran so bad, but you still did great.
Something that me and Tim always mentions is the culture around cross country as far as families and fans and everything and how they support you. What has that feeling been like to see just overwhelming support, not just from Grundy fans, but also fans at other schools? Yeah.
Yes, other schools. I mean, you might not even know them, but they would still come to help you, pick you up, and they would always be there for you.
That's what I love. I'm trying to illustrate for Michael and Chris Pack and Rodney, the cross country is the best sport in my opinion.
Yes.
That is the best sport because it don't matter what you got on your chest. They always come and help you, pick you up if you're down. If you're running behind, they cheer you on. I love that. I love cross country because of that. So, what kind of the team traditions or rituals do you have before meets? So, what does the team do before you get to the meets?
Before our race, we always get in a huddle, and usually Destiny always starts a little talk, and we just make sure that everyone's nerves are calm. We make sure we know that we are going to do good. We're not thinking of the bad things. We know who we need to be and what we need to do.
Well, I know you've got 2 good coaches.
Yes.
How does your coach push you to improve?
They push me more than ever. I know that I'm a freshman. They know that I'm a freshman, but they see the potential in me, and they push me so much.
What's your favorite memory with your team so far?
There's definitely a bunch. Definitely the bus rides back. We have so many memories on the bus rides with just so many activities, dumb things, and just jokes.
What's been your proudest moment in cross country so far?
Beating my sister.
And it should be.
Yes.
Yes, it should be. You
And
should
it's
be
like
proud.
it's not a mean thing
No.
or anything. It's
No.
just being able to push yourself to that moment and everything. It's kind of like, you know, a son and a dad in the driveway playing basketball, and dad's, you know, all these years beat him, and then eventually he gets dad one time, you know, and I'm sure it was probably that feeling for you, being able to finally get over that.
So what's the most challenging course have you ever ran this year?
This year, I think it had to be at Council. Council had some very rough hills, steep slopes, a bunch of everything. It was
Cold.
It was very cold.
Yeah.
It was
Muddy.
freezing. Yes, you had to be careful on
Yeah.
those hills. Like, they were so slick, you did not want to slip down them.
Yes. So how do you handle tough competitions or disappointing results?
I try to not think of it too much and not let it affect me in the next race. I think that maybe if I train harder and do better, this won't happen again.
What are your goals being set for this season? And here we're getting ready to go to state. You probably already met one of your goals or 2 of your goals. So what's your goal going into state?
I want to get my time down and stay up. I want to place in state.
That's a good goal. And I think you can do it. I really think you can do it.
Thank you.
How has cross country changed you as a person?
It has changed me so much from the start of when I started it and to now. I think it's changed me. It's helped me grow. It's, you know.
Okay, you're a freshman.
Yes.
Last year you was in 8th grade, and you've seen as an 8th grader what it's going to take when you stepped into a freshman role. What the next level? You knew what it's going to be like. So you've experienced it. So take that. If you could speak or talk to a younger person that's in 8th grade right now, and you've got some that you're close with. It's in 8th grade. It's getting ready to move up to 9th grade and get ready to be hit pretty hard with it.
Oh, yes.
What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to keep on training and get yourself ready for the bigger achievements, because it's going to be so much harder when you get to high school instead of your little races that you do in middle school. They are much different from the ones.
Well, you dominated last year as an 8th
Yes.
grader. I've watched you come a long ways. What's your favorite thing about being a cross-country runner?
I love that it's just so calming for me and something that I love to do. I can run on my own. I can just do whatever I want, and I know I can do it.
There you go. Well, that's not a question. The only thing I want to say, congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You've come a long ways. I remember when you first started,
Oh, yes.
and to now as a freshman. And then next year you come up here to this new school and you'll start setting the paces up here.
Yes.
And you'll give back, because I know how you are. You'll help the younger group, because
I will
you was
definitely
there.
try.
You was that younger group. So now you moved up. So I understand you'll help give back to that. And I just want to thank you. You're doing what Destiny wanted you to do.
Yes.
Destiny, when we had her on here, your sister, she was praising you for pushing her. But not only that, you're her best friend, and you know that.
Yes, she's also mine.
Yeah, so it's so great to hear 2 sisters get together like you guys do,
Yes.
and get to compete against each other. And when you beat her, you get bragging rights.
Oh yes, I love that part.
So one last question.
All right. One more question. You play basketball. You run track. Do you do indoor and outdoor track? I know you do both.
I'm going to start indoor this year.
Well, you're a freshman, so you can now.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Anything other than what you play sports right now? Anything?
Anything in the world?
Anything in the world. What would you do besides what we just named? It can be anything.
I have no idea. I don't really focus on too much of anything else besides, doing my sports, doing running.
All right.
I think, did she say like lacrosse
I think she said lacrosse or rugby or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Of course, she could do rugby. Destiny could.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
So, but congratulations on being Buchanan County
Thank you.
Sport Podcast Player of the Week. That's huge for a freshman. That's huge. So
I do believe that might be the first one this year.
I think so.
Yep.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
We will be there Saturday cheering you on. We will be.
As long as I don't get lost again.
Well, we'll make sure you won't get lost. But congratulations. Proud of you.
Appreciate you being here, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank
for sure.
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with this week's Boys Player of the Week, Keyston Hartford. Last week, Keyston competed in the Region 1D Cross Country Championship in Wise. He finished with a time of 17:49 and also helped the boys cross country team capture third place and qualify as a team for the state championship next Saturday in Salem. Congratulations, definitely, and we appreciate you joining us here today. Tim?
Got some questions, Keyston. First of all, I want to say congratulations on your
Thank you.
on your regional champion, man. I tell you, it's getting more common with you, region and state, and especially indoor and outdoor track. Indoors getting ready to come in, so you're going to fall right into that, hopefully.
Yeah.
So running is your specialty. I know we're going to miss you on the basketball court, but you're running, you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
You want to run, you want to go to college and run. So sometimes you got to sacrifice one sport to pick up another one and be able to do it. So how do you stay motivated? Districts, you was having a rough week as districts. You was hurting, and you chose just to run one lap, and because you knew that the team was going to go anyway. And I don't mean that bad, but you chose one lap and just got off there because your hip. Then you came back a week later and won a regional championship. How'd that make you feel coming from district where you was hurting, your hips hurting, and then you turn around and come to regionals and you really put it on. And that was your goal.
Yeah.
So how'd that make you feel?
It felt really good. Like, I was nervous. I've been nervous, I guess, the past month because I haven't been running. I've mostly been biking and cross training. So I've been nervous thinking when I come back I'm not going to be able to run. But I knew coming back that if I really just put my heart and my mind to it, that if I just stay up there, that everything will work out in the race. So.
And it did.
Yeah.
It worked out. What's the biggest lesson cross country has taught you about yourself?
I think just one, to give everything you do your all. Even running, give it your all. School, give it your all. Anything you're going to do, just give it everything you have. And then two, is just to persevere and not give up. Just keep going.
Who has been your biggest influencer or supporter in your running journey?
Definitely my family.
Yeah.
Because my mom is always at everything. My brother's always at everything. My sister's always there when she can be. So definitely my family.
If you see one, you see them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always there to support, and that's great. How do you mentally prepare for this weekend state running meet?
I think it's important not to think about it too much. You have to know in your mind what you're going to do. You have to know, you want to win, whatever, but not to stress about it. Don't be thinking about it all week to where you're just nervous or whatever. You just need to let it go, but know that whenever it's there, it's there. It's time to go.
What's your favorite workout or training? And why?
I have so many favorite workouts. I think, well, I guess the most enjoyable would be like an easy run or like a Saturday easy run. Just you go out and you knock out like 8 miles. Just
That's an easy run?
Well, you're not going fast, so it's like it's
8
easy.
miles.
Yeah.
Easy. That's an easy run.
And then
8
some
miles.
days it's like 35 minutes, and that's pretty fun.
So
But
you can run 8 miles in 35 minutes?
no. I'm
Okay.
saying some days you have a 35-minute
Oh.
easy run, and then some days you have like 8 mile
Okay.
easy run. So
All right.
I guess those two, and then I guess my favorite workout would be like heels. I really enjoy the heels because I know that's going to benefit me in a race. So
It will at Salem.
yeah,
Salem's got them. So, how do you handle the balance between training hard and avoiding injury?
that's hard. I think that's the hardest part of running. Like other sports, I feel like running's just really taxing on your body. Like if you want to be good, you want to get better, you want to gain fitness, you have to work out hard. But then there's a fine line between it. Like you work out a little bit too hard, you get injured. So I think it's not as much about minimizing your training as it is like making sure you're recovering, you're eating right, sleeping right, stretching, stuff like that.
So let's talk about eating. What's your go-to snack before you run?
It's changed a lot since last year. It used to be I'd always eat like a Rice Krispie treat and gummies, and now it's moved to like a bagel and a banana. Maybe I'll eat the banana before and the bagel after.
There you go.
Or if I'm
Something
really hungry, I'll eat
soft.
both. Yeah, something
Yeah.
that really digests well.
Yeah. So what's a typical week training like for you? Start Monday morning.
Starting Monday morning. Usually in the morning on Monday, I would have like probably a 21-minute just easy on the treadmill. And then that evening I would have maybe a 20-minute warm-up, 20-minute cool down. In the middle I'd do like something like 40s, something to really work on your speed and your spinning your legs, and then really working on just your form. Tuesday would be something a little bit harder. Maybe you go on the track, you do 800s, you do like 6 800s, something like that. Maybe
Sprints.
Yeah, pretty fast, but not killing yourself. A little bit slower than 5K pace. But,
Okay.
And then Wednesday, just really easy. So maybe 35 minutes easy, do some bands, stretch, and maybe go lift. And then Thursday, another workout. Friday, another easy run, and then Saturday, a long run. And then Sunday would just be a recovery day. So either take it all off or just do 30 minutes on a bike or something like that.
How important is nutrition and
So-
recovering your training routine?
I think that's just as important as your training. Like
It is.
if you're eating right and you're sleeping right and you're just stretching and everything, really you can get away with doing a lot of stuff wrong in your training if you're doing a lot better in your recovery.
Right. Yeah. So what goes through your mind? Or let me ask you this: what's your toughest part? Like going into this Saturday at State, the course. What's the toughest part there?
I think it's a little bit repetitive, and that's probably the hardest part. It isn't like one thing is like a heel or something's really hard. It's just repetitive, like you're doing the same thing, turn, and stuff like that. But maybe if we're talking about one single aspect, I think the turns. It's a lot of turns, and if you don't get the inside of turns, that can cost you 10 seconds over a race, and people don't realize that. It can cost a lot.
Wow. How do you push through when your body wants to quit?
I just think about it like it's going to hurt whether I slow down or however fast I'm going, really it's going to hurt the same amount. So there's no point in slowing down.
Well, I know the answer to this, but I would like you to answer it anyway. Do you prefer running in a pack or setting your own pace?
It really depends on the race. Like if I'm running here or something, maybe I really do enjoy setting my own pace being out in front. But more than that, if I'm in a state meet, I like to just sit in the middle of a group, and then at the end of the race, just try to take it. Maybe the last 200 meters or maybe even the last 50 meters.
How do you handle pre-race nerves? I know you talk about you do get nervous.
Yeah, I get nervous, but a lot of times I'll just pray. I mean, it's important you just give it to God. Like if you're really nervous, you just pray and to ask Him to take it. Because there's no point. Like, whatever he wants to happen is going to happen. Or you can't stress about it because you're not the one that's going to make what happens happen.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm
Yeah,
glad to hear faith. I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot. And you're saying on this podcast, that means even a lot better to us because, that's the way we are. We're faith-based. And that's you can't get no better than that. You put God first. Anytime you put God first in something, it always comes out great.
Yeah, always.
So what's your strategy when you approach heels, turns, or the final stretch? We know you want that inside curve.
Yeah, on turns, inside curve, and it's also important when you go around a curve after you get done with it, take maybe 5-10 hard steps just to get back in your rhythm because that will knock you out of it. Same thing with a heel. Make sure you're going up it, your feet's moving fast, and then whenever you hit the top, take 10 really hard steps to get back into your rhythm. And then the final stretch, just for me, and a lot of people take a different approach to it, but for me, I just focus on my arms, just making sure they're moving fast. And if your arms are moving fast, your legs will follow your arms. So
I agree. What makes your team unique or special?
So much. We're just so close. Like, that's something about cross country. Like, in comparison to other sports, cross country and track, it's like so tight knit. Everybody just, there's never problems with each other. I think that's what's different. It's just.
And that extends to not only your team but other teams too. Everybody's supporting one another. We've discussed that over and over again.
The sport as a whole is just so much different. Like, you could run against somebody and it could be your biggest competition, your biggest rival, some people would call it, and then as soon as the race is over, you're saying congrats and you're talk just about running, or you go on a cool down together, and that's just so much different.
I actually seen after Ella won her big race at the region and everything. Shortly thereafter, her and Shelly actually got a picture together.
Yeah, Shelby Stanley.
Yeah.
What kind of team traditions or rotation or what kind of teams traditions do you guys do? I know a lot of seniors on this group here, and y'all run together a lot. So, what's the team traditions do you have when you're at the meets?
Not as much at the meets, but like the state meet, we have so many. And then I guess at the meets too, like the biggest one is going to eat and just enjoying it together after. We always
soaking it in.
Yeah, soaking it in. But state, we have so many traditions. Like, since we were freshmen, the day of the state meet after we're done running and we can relax, we usually go to the arcade and we ride go-karts and stuff like that. And that's always so much fun. And laser tag. And we go eat. We always eat hibachi. And then the weirdest one that I don't know how we ended up with it, but every night after the state meet, we go get hot chocolate because my freshman year, we got hot chocolate, and now it's just stuck with us. We always get hot chocolate after the race.
I know you've got two good coaches.
Yeah, definitely.
They're great, man. They're awesome. How does your coaches, let me put coaches, push you to improve? Of course, with you, you know what you need.
Yeah.
And they give you some advice, but usually the time you do your own little deal. And it's nothing against them or nothing against your team. You just got a bigger mindset than a lot of them have, and you want to do what you want to do. How does your coaches help you to improve?
They really help me more than anybody. Like, there's days where I'm stressed out and stuff, and it's so important that your coaches can talk you down from it. And say you're hurt, they can tell you, well, you're hurt, you don't got to push it. You don't need to push it. You need to take a few days, stuff like that. Stuff that's not as much about your training, helping you in your training, but just really having somebody to talk to. Like, just, they're more like a friend than anything. Just, they talk to you and they make sure you're doing the right things.
As a senior, what's your favorite memory with your team?
So many, I think. I don't know if there's just one, but I think my favorite in general is like after the state meet that night at the hotel. We always just watch movies and just like talk and soak that in, just goof off with each other. And I think that's what I'm going to miss the most, just that.
Okay, I'm going to ask you another question. After, you run, that's all you do now. Indoor, outdoor track, you want to cross country. you're going to hopefully go to college and run.
Yeah.
So without any running involved, what other sport would you do? Anything in the world?
I don't know. Let me think. I guess swimming, but that also is kind of the same as running. It's
No.
just cardio. But I think swimming. I would love to swim. I think
Okay, that's good.
maybe biking. Like, I think I would like to bike.
They're
too.
definitely different. My son's a runner and he can't swim at all.
Yeah.
So, any colleges contact you yet about coming to them?
Yeah, there's been quite a few.
Okay. That's something that we do here on our podcast too. If you want to make an announcement, or if you want to make an announcement on our podcast where you want to go to college, we'd love to have
Yeah.
you do that here.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to narrow it
Yeah,
down, but
yeah.
when I do, that
Just
would
when
be
you
great.
do, reach out to us because we would love to have your announcement here.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. That's all I have, man. I just want to say I'm proud of you. I've watched you run for many years
Thank you so
and
much.
watched you grown into a good young man. Not just on the field, not just on the track, in school. You're great in school and people look up at you and you might not know it, but you got classmates that's the same grade you are look up to you. So just keep doing it, reaching for the sky because the sky's the limit for you, man. It's unlimited. You can go anywhere you want to do. But I just want to say thank you. I'm very proud of you and congratulations being the Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week.
Thank you all so much for having me on.
And best of luck this Saturday, man. Bring another state championship home.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, we will be there for sure. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Grundy volleyball coach Hannah Lester. Hannah, you was on here earlier in the season. You said one of your goals was make it to regions and pick up a regional win. So right on the cusp of that
Here we
this coming
are.
week. Yep.
Yep.
So hopefully, y'all be able to get the job done this week.
Hopefully.
And we was talking earlier with someone else. I don't think any of the other schools have. So it would actually not only be a first for Grundy, it'd be a first for Buchanan County as a whole, correct?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
I know Grundy has
I
never
don't know,
won one, but
and I'm sorry if they are, but
yeah.
I don't
Over there might know, but I don't think we've ever had.
I don't recall of any of the schools. I mean, the history is very limited because it's only about 25 years now that volleyball's been a thing. So I do believe it would probably be the first for the county, if I'm not mistaken.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure at all. But
You'll be fine.
I think so.
How do you describe your team's chemistry this year?
Well, they've been playing together since they were in the Boys and Girls Club volleyball in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So they pretty much know each other like the back of their hand. And they're all best friends. Like they're all this big family. Even outside of volleyball, they're always together. If not like one or two of them, there's a ton of them always together. So that carries over onto the floor and that really helps them when they're playing.
I know you've got a great team. It's going to be different from this year to next year because you're losing a lot of key players.
It's a big loss this year.
But first thing, I want to congratulate you for being the new Southern Gap
Thank you.
High School volleyball coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that. I know Lexi's going to be your assistant, and with both of you guys, and I know you're going to bring some more assistants in, but with your group, and I'll call it your group because you're the head coach. With your group, you'll put a good staff together where you can draw from each kind of. I hope it ain't each
From
school,
each area, yeah.
but I hope when we come up here, we're all one.
Yeah.
And I think you'll do great as that. So
Thank you.
I believe
congratulations.
there's some talent at each school.
There is.
I've watched probably more volleyball than I ever have in my life, and this year, and there's definitely some talent at each school.
There is.
I've talked about Twin Valley quite a bit, and it's like they're every single game they're right there on the cusp of winning, and just something happens and they can't get it done or whatever. But there's talent there, and even with Hurley as well and Council.
Yeah.
So this year's seemed like a long season, right?
It has.
Of course, y'all played a lot of games.
We've played a lot of games. We've played since June, pretty much nonstop.
And it shows.
Yeah.
It shows. And nothing against any other high school around. It shows what you put in something is what you get out of it.
Yeah.
So it shows that Grundy is a little higher than any others because of you putting the work ethic in with your girls, and they bought into your program. And with that being said, it's going to be hard replacing some girls.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, but we're hoping that we have other kids coming in that will fill that role, and I think you will. Coming to regions, we're starting regions now. Congratulations on the BDE championship for Grundy. That's huge, in my opinion. That's huge because we've got some competition in the county. But I never dreamed y'all would go with council in the finals. I never dreamed that. I figured it'd been somebody else.
They were really strong this year compared to the past few years. Like they looked really good this year. I was really impressed with them.
I've really seen a lot of you all in them as far as the tight knit group and everything with council.
Yeah.
And it was like a different version of you guys in a way.
So we talked to you first of the season, and you said your goal was winning regions.
Yes,
So this week is one step towards that, correct?
it is.
So do you know when you play this week and who you play this week?
We play Wednesday at 7 o'clock, but we won't know who we play until tomorrow.
And it is at Grundy High School.
It's at Grundy High School. It will be between Holston and Twin Springs, but we're not. Whoever wins tomorrow is who
night.
we'll play. Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday at 7.
Yep.
I was wondering exactly why there was another game that had already been determined, but Grundy's was. I'm assuming it's a tiebreaker situation.
Yeah.
Because I think Council's got East Side from what Allie told me earlier.
Okay. So with preparing, it's hard to prepare not knowing.
It is.
So after tomorrow, you'll be preparing, and you just have one day.
One day.
Is that hard to do?
It is. We have watched a couple games. Coach Church and I have watched Twin Springs and Holston both play. So we kind of have an idea of what we need to work on. Most of all, we need to work on readjusting to the speed of the game in the region. We were kind of there at the beginning of the year, and then, the Hogahegie and the Cumberland is a very strong district.
Yes.
So anybody you play out of that district is going to be very strong and very fast. So we've just been working on getting our timing back down, our footwork, our feet moving, and just working on the speed of the game right now.
Have you played either one of them in some of these tournaments?
We've played Holston. We played Holston over the summer. I don't think we've met Twin Springs. They've been in a tournament we've been in, but we haven't met them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, either one, I still think Grundy can come out on top. Yeah.
I think if my girls will play to their potential.
Yes.
Girls get nervous. My girls get very nervous, but they're very determined this year, and they're really their heads are in the right place this year.
Being home court advantage helps.
That is a big deal for our girls.
So we need to pack that gym in support.
Because if you have watched my girls play in a very full gym and a very empty gym, it's two completely different teams. So we really feed off of the crowd a lot. We feed off of the student section. We feed off of anyone cheering for them. They play so much better when we have a full gym.
Well, that's great. I just think we need to, or maybe Rodney can get that out on WMJD, pack the crowd Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
That would be great.
And so we can pack the house, as I call it, so we can, the louder the better.
Yes, exactly.
Bring whatever your cowbells or whatever you need.
Bring whatever you can,
Yeah.
because it's
I was
going to
going to
help.
say air horns, but man, them air horns get aggravated after a while. But
Yeah.
if you got them, bring them. We just need support Grundy High School volleyball and all of our county.
Yeah.
All of our county. But with Grundy High School, it's just, volleyball just clicked this year. I love watching it and love the girls that's doing it because they're just tight knit and on and off the court. They do an excellent job. This year's team is special to you. I know it is.
It is.
I keep saying that because you've had these girls forever.
Yeah. Since I started.
It's and these are the type of girls that's you're gonna miss.
Yeah.
Because you've had them since day one.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know if they're having trouble with their boyfriends. You know if they're having schoolwork trouble.
I can read them like a
you
book.
can read them.
Yeah.
And that makes it hard at the end of the year.
It
But
does.
on the other side of that, you win Wednesday night, and we'll win another one. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep going up that ladder because
Yep.
we need it. Be great to go out as state champions of volleyball.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know,
Yeah.
state champions, Grundy High School. That's something that nobody never take away from you.
Nope.
You know, or region champions. You know, you set a goal, you want a region champions, and I love it.
Yeah.
If you don't set a goal, you won't try to
You
hit
won't
it.
reach it.
No, you will not reach it, and that's what I love about it. I love watching you taking these girls and mold them. And I call them girls. They're not girls. They're young ladies.
They are, but I call them my girls too. So
They're young ladies, and you mold them and you make them. And each young lady is different.
Yeah.
And how you have to approach them and coach them. A lot of kids, you can go down their throat, and some of you go down their throat, they'll just be timid and just back off. And as a coach, you got to know all that.
you do.
And you got to,
You have
and
to
you
know
learn.
each girl.
You learn by, I went down her throat and she didn't react.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn, right? We all have done that, but I cannot speak but greatness on Grundy volleyball.
Thank you.
You know,
Great.
we've had the honor to actually, if I'm not mistaken, like literally have your entire starting six.
I think you have
Yeah.
had all 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And could have every one of them
You could.
Yep.
because they all play excellent.
They do.
You know, Claire Griffey comes to my mind about her digs.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
She's a firecracker.
well, she's so little,
I know.
so she's already down there.
That's what I tell her all the time. I say, I know you're little, but you still got to get down.
You got to get down.
You're down there already, but you got to get down a little more.
So she already made high school record books.
Yes,
So she broke the 1141.
she did.
I thought I seen a banner.
Yes, she broke it.
So she'll forever be in Grundy High School record books.
In Buchanan County.
In
Buchanan
Buchanan
County.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, Buchanan County. So that's good to know. As a coach, going into Wednesday night, you're at practice Tuesday. Practice is getting ready to end. You got them in a huddle. What's your piece of advice for the next day when you play? What would you tell them?
Oh goodness, I've just told them to play like they can because I know that they're going to go home and they're going to dwell on it and they're going to think, oh my gosh, this could be it. Like, we don't say this is our last game. If anyone says that, we say, no, it's not. No, this is not it. You know, we go to bed with the mindset that this is not the last game because it's not. They're going to win and we're going to keep going. So they have to be confident and they have to be strong. And I told them a story the other day. Coach Church and I both did. We said we remember 2 games from our coaching career. And, well, from my basketball coaching career. I remember 2 games. I don't remember all the other games that we played. I remember the game that we won to go to state and the state game. And we said all those other games don't matter.
That's right.
All of the things in
Yep.
between, all of the games that get you, those don't matter. The games that you're going to remember are the big ones.
That's right.
Yep.
And we told them that at practice before they left to go home and think about, you know, what games you want to remember. Make this a game that they want to remember.
You know, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good advice because 10 years from now, they'll remember, but nobody else won't, but they will.
Yeah,
They'll remember. So that's good
And we
advice.
have figured out that they do remember things.
they do.
Yeah.
Right, because
Next
there's
point.
something. Yeah, next point. Every one of
Next
them has
point.
said the exact same thing. All 6 of them that's been on the podcast
Yep.
have told us that same exact thing. that
Next
you
point.
said.
That's our motto every
So-
game. Next point. Next
Because
point.
we've asked them, if you mess up, what do you do?
Yep.
Next point.
Yep.
I said, they said that's what coach says, next point.
Next point.
So you're very vocal.
Mm-hmm.
You're very vocal with the girls, and I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Because in my opinion, you got to be vocal.
You have to be.
You got to be vocal. A lot of parents don't understand that, but you've got great parents that do understand
I do.
that. They've been around you long enough that you do
Yeah.
have parents that understand that
Yeah.
you are very vocal, and you're going to tell the kids whether they're doing right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to let them know, and that's the way a coach is. That's the way a good coach is, and you're a good coach. So, transition from Grundy High School to Southern Gap.
Yep.
When will you start getting your team together?
Whew, that's a tough. Well, Lexi and I talked the other day after the coaches meeting, And we said that probably as soon as this season's over, we need to get together and start talking and discussing how each of us do things, because we probably do things differently. I'm sure there's some things we do the same, but we probably do things differently, and we're going to have to kind of put those things together and come to a set goal as the two of us. But I would say that we would have to start a little earlier than normal.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get everyone together, start working, let Lexi and I see each other's coaching styles and see how we do things.
Kind of see what you've got to.
Right, see what we have to work with. I imagine we'll have a lot of girls come out because there's a lot of girls on each of these teams. For Grundy, Twin Valley, Hurley, there's a lot of girls on each team.
I was thinking about something the other day, and this goes with all sports, that you could legitimately have a girl or a boy that is playing on a varsity team right now that may be playing on a JV team next year. If they're a 9th or 10th grader and they're, playing that this year.
If they're eligible, yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that part of it too.
Yeah, because with the exception of basketball and of course volleyball, there's a lot of sports that there's no JV program.
Right.
There's no middle school program.
So that's hoping that we can get that at Southern Gap.
Yes.
That's the great
thing
about you all at Grundy. You have established that middle school program and that JV, a real good JV program.
Yeah.
So,
and this year we started Boys and Girls Club back up, and we had like 45 girls come out for Boys and Girls Club volleyball.
Yeah.
And it starts there. It starts when they're little. If you don't start it there, they have to come in as an 8th grader and learn the game.
It's not like playing Little League baseball or Little League basketball. It's like it's completely new to them.
Yeah.
That they've not even seen before. And that's unfortunate, that they get up there and it's like they're starting out in the 8th or 9th grade with something that they've never seen before.
Yeah. And they have to completely learn how to play volleyball in 7th, 8th grade.
Being able to succeed at all under those circumstances is truly amazing, actually, not having no background.
I love the Boys Girls Club.
Me too.
I love it. Taylor Burgess is
He's amazing. He's awesome.
And he does so much for our community. People don't understand all he does.
I think it was awesome, the tribute you all did as far as presenting him with that
he
ball.
doesn't like the spotlight. He doesn't like to be bragged on, but he has done so much for us that we said we were going to put him in the spotlight whether he liked it or not.
Yeah, he's excellent. He's helped a lot of individual people, and he's helped a lot of communities, and hats off to him and Coach Church to start the Boys and Girls Volleyball Club at that early age at the middle school. And that just feeds your high school and your JV team, and
It does.
And it's unreal. So as a coach, has any one player changed you any at all?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't say just one. I've had several. I had my first year coaching, I will say there was one that I kind of took under my wing. And I love all my girls. They all changed me in different ways. But my first year coaching, I had one young girl, Maddie Yates, and she'll kill me for mentioning her on this. But she really, she helped me and would tell, she knew volleyball. I didn't. I told you all this last time. I didn't know volleyball. When I started coaching, I didn't know it. And she'd pull me to the side and she'd be like, Hannah, you probably need to do this. You probably need to do. I'm like, okay. And Alexa Pfizer is another one. I will say, you all know her.
Yep.
She is awesome. And she still comes and helps us sometimes over the summer when she can. But she would always quietly tell me, Hannah, we probably need to do this. We probably need to do that. And I will never forget them not trying to not embarrass me.
Right.
They would be like, hey, we need to try this. So those are two that really stick with me. But this year's team, I think they're going to be the team I talk about from here on out.
As you should.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, you've been with them since day one.
Yeah.
I mean, you've watched them grow as team, as individuals, and as a person.
Yeah.
You've watched all three aspects grow. So.
And I don't know if they've told you, I'm a crier. So
we know that.
Every time we talk about anything about next year or about this and that, like my seniors, I tell them, you all can't look at me, you can't look me in the eye, or I'm going to cry. So this team they're really special, and I'll brag about them for years to come.
Yeah, they all, the seniors, it's their last year as a Golden Wave.
Right.
But you're also got your juniors and sophomores.
I do.
it's their last year also as a
Yeah.
Golden Wave. So it's kind of hard to say seniors, this is your last year.
Because it's everybody's
Because
last
it's
year.
everybody's,
Yeah.
you know, and that's tough.
It
Because,
is.
Yeah.
but I think things are going to be great at Southern Gap. We needed this 10 years ago.
We did.
15 years ago. And I'm so proud of this community and this county to be able to get a new school. And I love the coaching list that came out. I think it was a very, very good coaching list.
Yep.
Very respectful people on that coaching list that deserves
They do.
coaching. So, but that's all I have for Grundy Volleyball. I just want to say good luck.
Thank you.
We're cheering you on. I'm one of your biggest fans
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
because I want to see Grundy Volleyball win regions,
Yeah.
go to state, win state. I want to see that.
For sure.
Then next year I want you to see keep back to back. You
Right.
know, it won't be just Grundy. It'll be
Yeah.
we're all one. So
Yeah.
Southern
and I said,
Gap.
next year, I think a lot of people think that it may be a little messy when we first come in, but I don't think that. I think that these kids are already friends with each other. I
Yeah.
think that they already do things
And
together.
the dawn of social media and
Yeah,
everything.
and they're on
it's
social
completely
media.
different
They go
than
to
it
the
would've
trade
been.
school together. They all are already friends. And when we play each other, they go sit together. They talk to them before the games. So I think that them coming together is just going to be such a great thing. I think that it's going to go great.
Before we end this and everything, at the championship and everything, seeing all 4 schools, all the girls in the county,
Yeah.
all the volleyball players, all the coaches, the principals, all together
Yeah.
Take
for
the
one
picture.
big picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That needs to be hung up somewhere.
Yeah. That was awesome.
yeah, that was awesome. And I did see that their biggest, fan was there afterwards with
She
the trophy.
was. She, my gosh, my girls love her. And every time I bring her to the game,
Unfortunately,
they're fighting over her.
Unfortunately, I see that she can be a little bit of a distraction.
She can
They-
be a little
they-
bit of
they
a
love her.
distraction. They love her. Like even between timeouts, they're like going over and trying to talk to her. And I said, I'm just so thankful this is what she gets to grow up with.
Oh, yeah.
So we're starting her early. And even bringing her to those games, my own baby, that has really brought her out of her shell and be comfortable with people. But she's a little bit of a distraction sometimes.
Very happy baby. I
Thank
seen her
you.
there with your dad and mom. They was sitting right over front of me.
Thank you. I hope one day I can get her in a volleyball uniform.
Yeah.
You will. She'll
Yeah.
follow in suit.
I hope so.
All righty, Hannah. We really appreciate you joining us
Thank
today.
you all for
and
having me.
Best of luck Wednesday
Thank
for sure.
you. Thank you.
Pack the house.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined here today by Coach B. I know Tim's corrected me a few times on that. He is the athletic director at Grundy High School and also will be the athletic director at Southern Gap High School next year. Appreciate you joining us here today. Rodney, you got a few questions?
Yeah, just a few. Scotty, first of all, appreciate you joining us today.
Well, thank you all
Awesome
for
to have
having
you.
me.
The work you do, it seems like it never ends. You're a very, very busy person. Your finger's on the pulse of everything at Grundy High School, and I want to start off by saying you do a phenomenal job.
I appreciate that.
Once you get the county paid back for the helicopter bill, it'll be better. But we greatly,
Oh man,
we greatly appreciate you being
arm
here.
and leg on that.
Yeah.
No, and
It's a joke, people.
Yeah. I was not going to miss the opportunity.
That's awesome. Everybody loved it except a few.
Yeah. Anyway, you do a good job, and we appreciate it. You're going to be the athletic director at Southern Gap High School next year. Coming along really nice. We're going to be up there pretty quickly. As you are the athletic director now at Grundy, you're just going to take over at the consolidated school. So it's going to be same role, but in a lot of ways completely different. So when you come into Southern Gap High School, how will you unite the athletic cultures of the former schools as they consolidate into one?
It's a good question, Rod. I think it starts with attitude. If we show these kids, especially as coaches, teachers, administrators, that we love them and we care about them from the get-go, and we're here with open arms with them, then I think that's the biggest first step.
Yeah.
Coach Hibbett's always told me, he said, you could either be part of the problem or you can be part of the solution. I think the first impression that we give them will go a long way. And as far like Coach Hannah was talking earlier, these kids already know each other, and the middle schools are already kind of together for the most part anyway, and these kids enjoy being around each other, and I've seen it with my kids, and they're excited about it. It's going to be our job to take the best out of Twin Valley, take the best out of Hurley, take the best out of Grundy as far as our traditions, our work ethics, and things that work well at each place, and try to unite them together. I've coached middle school baseball with Hurley, Twin Valley, Grundy. Coach Tester, my son played for him with the middle school football team. My daughter's on the middle school or the Little League Eagles cheer squad, and they've already come together, and you can't tell who's from where when you go and you watch these kids practice together, work together, they're having fun.
You would
and
never,
we've got to
you
keep
would
that
never
going.
know that it's just happened.
It's got to be. They know we care about them. We make it fun. We're going to get the most we can out of them.
I noticed with
That's
the
gonna go a
football,
long
it's
way.
like they've been playing together forever.
Yeah, and they had a real successful
Yeah.
season together, and they're excited about next year already. So that's the excitement, and just to let them know, yes, we care about them no matter where we came from. We got to let these kids know that, yeah, we care about them, we want the best for them, and that they'll trust us. And that'll be the big key.
We've talked about it on here before, especially with Chris. A lot of the issues, small issues, big issues we see at the games, it's not between the kids fighting amongst themselves.
No.
It's in the stands.
Yeah.
It's at the house of what has been told to them. You know, this is a rivalry. Rivalries are fine, but it comes a point in time to where the parents are going to have to realize times are changing. They're going to be on the same team. So my next question kind of goes right along with my first one. And it's your vision for unifying the athletic program while working simultaneously to establish the single school identity and form the unity as one school.
Well, I think, again, that kind of goes back to her attitude. If they see us as coaches united and working together, then I think they're going to follow suit, and they see that we're giving everything we can for them. I think if they're wanting to play, they're going to give that right back. And I think a big part, if we get the football team in our fall sports, if those kids are good in summer camp, then that'll be a big help when we start walking the hallways.
They are going to set the tone.
Yeah, if they see that, hey, people look up to them for the most part, and if they're getting along and they say, hey guys, that's all right, they're cool. Let's not see that we're different colors as far as where we came from. Let's see us going forward, not looking back. I don't want to lose those memories and what made us who we are, but we still got to look forward and try to be together, and that's going to be the biggest obstacle we're going to have. But I think the kids will be fine. We've just got to. It's going to take time. It's going to take time.
One thing you kindly touched on a minute ago was pulling the best from this school, and this school. I know what you meant by that, but this is a question that I've actually heard myself talked about among other players. What is going to be the process and procedure at Southern Gap High School that you're going to have in effect to ensure fairness opportunities for all athletes?
Well, that's going to go back to the head coach, and I'm sure our head coaches, or whoever the best player is, that's who's going to play. The best group that works together, that's who's going to play. I don't. Of any of the coaches that we've selected so far, I don't see an issue with them mistreating anybody from another school or a different school than what they were at. I don't see any of that happening. If there is, then that's when we got to step in and say, hey, this is not going to work. But I think our head coaches will be fine, and they're just wanting the best for each. They're going to love these kids, and they're not going to see where they came from.
Absolutely.
And it's just going. Hopefully, it'll just take time to just earn that trust. Even though you haven't been with them, they still know each other. It's a small. We're still a small county, and I think they all know each other pretty well.
Yeah. We've talked about the kids, what you all are going to do as far as how you're going to acclimate the kids. What strategies will you use to foster in community support from all of the parents, players, and former athletes of their respective schools?
Well, I don't want us to lose that team pride. I went to the Hurley parade the other day, Friday, and I was just watching those kids and just standing there watching as the players came by, and they were all excited and jumping around, and I don't want kids to lose that. And we've just got to figure out how do we take it from the streets of Hurley and around Twin Valley and Grundy and put it up here. But I don't want to lose that community, that team pride. We've just got to put
expand
it all
on
together.
it.
Yeah, and the kids need to know that as they come into the high school, this is new for you all just as it is for them. I went through it with my kids in Dickinson County. This is my second go around with it. I don't envy the position you're in as far as, I mean, your plate's full now, but when you start juggling all of the kids at one school, I mean, your workload's going to be tremendous. But I'm sure that you don't want the kids coming in from Whitewood, from Hurley, or from wherever to feel like just because we wore this jersey this year that they're not going to welcome us come next year. They're going to have just as much opportunity expanded to them and open to them as the folks that came from Grundy.
Yeah, and I still think that goes back to, do we show every kid that we care about them and we love them?
Yeah.
If we do that, I think the rest will fall into place.
I believe so.
And we've just got to truly do that. And if that happens, it's going to be a fun place to be.
Yeah.
And we just got to get everybody on board with it.
I'm excited for it. I really am. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be here before we know it. Time's flying. This time next year, we're going to sit here and be having a completely different conversation. I'm excited to see what the school's going to do for the teachers, the faculty, staff, the kids. It's going to be great, I think. And again, you do a good job now. That's all the questions I have. Best of luck to you, and I cannot wait till we get up here under the new lights.
I appreciate it, Rod. And you do a good job on the radio, and hopefully you'll continue that in the years to come with us.
Hopefully. I appreciate it. That's all I have.
Well, I've been around you, Coach B, for a while.
Yeah, we won't say how long.
And I want to, first of all, thank you for everything you've ever done for me, or everything you had done for me. I really highly respect you as a person on and off the field. You know, we go to church together, and we're faith-based, as I call it. And it's just, you're very humbled when you're stressed out. If people see you on Fridays in a home game, if they talk to you for 2 seconds, they're lucky, because you're always jumping everywhere.
There's a lot to be done.
And I want to thank you for doing that for our children.
Yeah.
Not only just teaching, you took on an athletic director role that put more on you. That took you away from your kids and your wife. So I want to really thank you for that. And people don't realize what all you do, but I do, because I see it.
I appreciate it.
You drive the bus, you take the guys to and from the games. You know, so I've got some questions. What's the most rewarding part of being an athletic director?
Oh man, you get to see all the different sports. You get to know the kids, and like, I wouldn't be going to cross country practice unless we're just on Enix Branch at the same time, or I wouldn't be going to volleyball practice. But you get to watch these different students compete that I probably wouldn't be attending, and you get to know them a little bit better, and that's one of the biggest things. The other thing is, I guess the biggest part would just be the closeness that you get to the coaches, that they'll come to you and you get that trust with them and you get to work with them. But it's a rewarding job, but gosh mighty, it's
a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's got some perks, but there's a lot else that goes with it.
a lot of bull crap.
Yeah.
What challenges do you face most often in your position?
Just putting out fires.
Yeah.
Things that shouldn't come to light, but they do, and you've
Right.
got to try to be the bad guy. I don't like doing that, but
But
you've got to put out fires before they get bad.
a lot of people don't know you on that side of the part of when you raise your voice. People don't see that as often. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen you get mad before and really get in their grills.
Sometimes you got to.
And when you do, they step back like, uh-oh,
That's why I keep
Coach
following
B's
you.
got on to us.
Yeah.
You know, so how has your role changed since you first started your athletic director?
Well, I've learned a whole lot.
How long have you been in the role first, real quick?
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Plymel, when he came to me, he said, I'm leaving, I'm going to Tennessee. I said, do you want to fool with this? Do you want football?
Yeah.
And I started thinking about who else is dumb enough to take it. And I've been around Coach Rowe and Coach Plymel enough to know that what's involved in it, and I just, I'll do that. And not just to say, hey, I'm the athletic director. It's just I knew the work that was behind the scenes that not many people see, and I don't know if I'm willing enough or dumb enough to do it.
No, in my opinion, Coach Plymel picked the right person. And I'm being honest, because you go above and above. You go that extra mile to make sure something happens. And that's what we need. And I think when we get to Southern Gap, well, I don't know. I know when we get to Southern Gap, everything's going to click right in place, because, man,
We hope.
that's the way you do.
We hope.
What steps do you take to make sure all sports receive equal support, as far as and I know the answer to this because I see it, as far as equipment, feeding the kids when we take them places?
Well, we just got to realize we're all in it together. It comes out of pretty much one big pot, And just, if you're passing it around the table, you don't give that young one just a little bit, then overdo this when you try to be fair with it. And sometimes ain't much in the pot, but
you're right.
But we make it work. Luckily, we got people that we can go to, and they kind of help us out a little bit.
I know this question is huge for you, and I already know the answer, but people in the podcast might not know. How do you promote sportsmanship among athletics and coaches?
First, you got to be the example. You've got to show those qualities with the way that you deal with your coaches.
Lead by example.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
Yes.
I mean, if you're just going to get on to them all the time, they're going to turn you out, just tune you out after a while. But I think I'm not going to tell a coach to do something I'm not willing to go do myself.
Right.
And as far as sportsmanship goes, you're there to set an example for kids, and you want to do it, your job, the right way. And if the way they see you handle a problem, they'll kind of say, okay, he handled that pretty good. Or if you're flying off every time ref makes a bad call or something, and you're always just willing, you're going to have trouble. And you're going to spend all your time work on discipline than you are going out and getting better.
Well, we've seen the coaches list come out, and I think I call it the all-star coach. I mean, you've got a lot of great talent, a lot of years of coaching on all of those sports at Southern Gap, and I think it was some great choices. I mean, I agree with everything there. How do you help coaches continue to grow and improve if they come to you, say, Coach B, I need to know how to keep growing with my kids, or how I can keep improving with, and it can be any sport. I mean, how would you approach that?
Well, that's a good question, Tim.
Sorry, Coach.
And a lot of it goes back, do they trust me?
Yeah.
If they see that you're giving everything you've got, that goes a long way. If I'm going to practice and I say, all right, that's enough, we've practiced 30 minutes and go on to the house, and I'm just there getting a payday,
Yeah.
that's not going to go well. I mean, they'll be tickled to get home early, but
Don't help them.
that don't help them. If they see that you're there willing to give that extra effort for them when you don't have to, show up early or stay late to work with one of them, that goes a long way. As far as coaches needing to grow and improve, I think a lot of the coaches we're going to have been there, done that, and have done it for a while.
Yeah, they're veterans.
And they've learned some things the hard way. And plus, we've got so much with our phones here now.
Right.
You can pull up a drill on anything,
Yeah.
and then have to sit and sort through them.
Right.
You've got information everywhere, and a lot of those are good. That sometimes we suggest looking on there. So that looks pretty good. We'll use it.
Well, what's your approach when handling disagreements between coaches and parents? That's
Well,
huge.
When we do a coaches meeting with the parents, my rule is 24 hours at least.
Yep.
If you've got a problem, unless it's an emergency or something really bad that needs to be dealt with immediately, if it's just playing time issue or something like that, I'm just mad at the coach, give it 24 hours and see if it's still a big deal tomorrow.
24 hours, cooler heads may prevail.
And plus, that coach may have to get on a bus and drive home.
That's right.
And if we get into it with a parent right after a ball game, and then I've got to drive 2 hours to the house, my mind's not going to be on the road. It's going to be on that issue.
Yeah.
And that could be way worse than whatever the issue was.
Yeah.
What role do parents and fans play in your athletic programs?
That's going to be the noise, the heart, and the soul.
That's right.
When my brother and I played, the coach was always right.
That's right.
They respected them enough that if we wasn't playing enough, it was, you better get out there and work harder.
Yeah.
And that's what it needs to get back to.
That's right.
I think we'll have that. And I think that goes a whole long way.
Yeah. What traditions makes your school athletic program special?
Currently?
Yeah, at Grundy High School.
Gosh. How much time we got?
Well, I'm going to tell you. And we just talked about one yesterday, the Golden Link.
Yep. Gosh. From me personally,
Yeah.
coming through in the 90s, we had Coach Rowe, Coach Compton, Coach Plymel, Coach Newberry, Rodney Horn, Bill Christian, Jeff Boardwine. Gets overlooked a lot of times, but he'd be going scouting wherever we was playing.
That's right.
That Friday, and all those guys that I thought was a second dad, and you would do anything for them, and you trusted them that much, and you knew that they cared about you, and you would go run through a wall for them. We had Larry Fields and Mike Rife would come with him, and we looked forward on Wednesdays. I think Mr. Fields would send us a paper, either like on the Golden Link that I still got on my keys.
Yep.
And then Thursday, Coach Newberry would have us a little cartoon drawn up with the blocking scheme for the week. And those things that you'd look forward to every week. And then plus all these things that we just do at Grundy. You remember that old siren we used to have back in the crowd?
Yeah.
Every time we'd score a touchdown.
Carrie Perkins' daddy had it.
I can remember that for a long time.
Yeah.
And when we would come out of the dungeon, the old, before we had the field house, and those trap doors would come open, you could start hearing those cleats walking up out of there. And
Intimidation.
you'd walk across the parking lot, and gosh, that's when the nerves would start, and you was ready to go.
Wow.
But you had people like that, like all the Mr. Fields, that just,
Behind the
if
scenes.
you cut them, they would bleed blue and gold.
Yep.
And all those people that have been there, that's the stuff we don't need to lose. We just need to recreate
Right.
with their Eagles.
Right.
And it's going to be tough for me Friday night. I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm watching my kids being excited about it. And that's what's going to be we've got to, as parents and coaches, and we've got to get on board and just be supportive of each other.
That's right.
If we can do that, it'll be, we got to make it the place to be. And if we do that, it will be.
Right. What do you want your legacy as a athletic director to be? When you're done, what do you want to remember you by?
I don't want them to remember me.
You want to always be there, don't you?
He tried to make things better.
Yeah.
My
And you
best
do.
night at Grundy High School with all of those great teams that we played since 2002, I guess since I started coaching, my best night there has nothing to do with playing football. It was an FCA event.
Yeah.
And we had about 20 people change their lives and right there on the football field and getting baptized in a whirlpool.
tub. I agree with you 100%.
That lasts forever, Tim.
Yeah.
This only goes so far. If
You got me,
That's-
Coach.
that's what that's what's going to.
And it wasn't the warmest night down there. That
No,
was just
It was warm when they
I
got
remember-
back. wasn't it?
I was watching
When
it.
Pistol, we were trying to find that old spa, that whirlpool, and Pistol came by that evening. He knew I was staying late. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I was filling it. I was getting jugs of water and taking it out. So I'm filling up this tub. So what for? And I said, just in case we need it. And he said, "We told him we was having an FCA event. In case somebody wanted to get baptized, we'd have a place." It was about, I know, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
And
What a special time that
Just-
was.
stuff like that, that goes a long way for me. I don't care if they remember Scotty Bostic or not, but
It'd never be Scotty Bostic. It'd be Coach B.
well, yeah.
That's what it's always going to be.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone hoping to become an athletic director one day? Somebody's going to take your job. You're going to retire. What's the first piece of advice you're going to give him or her? Him or her?
Got to be willing to work. Got to learn how. I'm the worst at it. Find time for your family, and show people that you care about them. If everything I've talked about, if you show somebody that you love them and you care about them, then I think everything else usually falls into place, and you have less fires to put out. And if you can go to sleep at night and know that you've done the best you can, then that's it. But you've got to be willing to work. It's almost like shoveling at the shoreline. You
keep
get a hole and all right, I'm gonna go look for some shells or something. Then the water comes back in. You got to dig it right back out.
Right.
It's always something.
Well, it's an honor and privilege to always be able to be with you on Friday nights. I've always loved it, enjoy it, and loved all the kids. Coach B, I cannot speak volumes of the man that you are, the man that you've showed these, just not football players, you show basketball players, you show all our athletics, not just athletics, you show our kids in our classrooms how humble you are. And a lot of these kids sees that, don't get to see it at home.
Yeah.
Some of them has a
Yeah.
hard home life.
Yep.
And you're always there. You make time for our kids. It's just not one child. If you had 10 kids there and they want to speak to you and you didn't have time, you stop and you take time out to speak to them 10 kids, even though you had something else you had to go do. You made time. My son, when he graduated high school, wrote you a letter.
I still got it. I read that every now and then when I need a pick-me-up too, Tim.
And he loves you.
And we loved him too, and it's
and
still do.
he tells me that you changed his life. So I want to be the first one to tell you that. You probably already knew that. But I cannot speak volumes for you. I love you, and you know I do. And I'm your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
And I want you to succeed in everything you do.
I appreciate it.
At the new school, I'm a phone call away. Anything you need, you know that.
I know. That's what it's going to take. It's
It takes a community.
all of us together.
And
Yep.
I'm just so tickled just to be on your staff,
Yeah.
football staff.
Appreciate it. And you're a big help.
Well,
You keep-
we ain't worried about that part of it.
Yeah.
I'm just, people just don't realize what Coach B does. And that's why we brought you on here. You teach classes every day. Then you do athletic director. I hope and pray when you're up here, you just athletic director. You don't have to teach no more. But
I think I still got to teach a little bit.
but I hope they give you at least 2 blocks
Which
or
I
something.
enjoy it. Yeah.
I mean, you love teaching our kids, and you need to teach our kids, but they need to give you like 2 blocks a day so you can do your athletic stuff.
Yeah. That or a helper. Or
You're a
something.
helper, yeah.
Paperwork.
Paperwork, yeah.
You know, I don't remember what my sophomore English teacher talked about or math teacher or anything like that. But the kids in 20 years, they're going to remember how he led from the front, how he was there for the staff, how he was there for the kids.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And I was watching Coach instead of you when you asked about his legacy. And the first thing he leaned back, and the humbleness that you have is just unmatched, Scotty.
Yeah.
I would love to be half of the man that you are. I really would.
He's always been that way. Always been that way. He's always been humbled. Sometimes he shouldn't have been humble because we was probably brats around him sometimes. Of course, I'm older than Coach B, but the football players would be brats, and he shouldn't be humbled.
Yeah.
But he's always humble. But now when he gets mad, they know it.
Yeah.
But now,
Sometimes you got to. You jerk them back a little bit.
yeah, but that's all I have, Coach B. I'm just so thankful for you. And thankful for your wife and your 2 kids.
Yeah.
Because they put up with
they
a lot.
sacrifice it. Well, they Autumn, she gets to listen to the.
Yeah.
You might need to interview her. She'll probably give you more advice on the do's and don'ts.
Yeah,
She's the one I go to.
She's your cheerleader, ain't she?
That might be
Complain
who
about-
would need to talk to a young athletic director.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. But, Rodney Short gave me some advice when I first started coaching, and started dating Autumn. He said, "You better tell her at it from the get-go how much time is." And I did, and she's understood, and she's been
Very
real supportive. I've never felt guilty as far as when I got home, and she's always just
Right.
knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She knows I'm there to help
That's
the
important.
kids, and she's never, you should have been home, and you should have. I've never had that, and I've been lucky.
She's a good woman.
I'm sure it's a
she is.
rough balancing act.
It don't get balanced a lot. It's
Yeah.
It don't stop when that scoreboard goes 0-0-0, does it, on Friday
A little
night?
bit to clean up, a lot of
bit
scrubbing to be
scrubbing.
done.
A couple wires later.
Yeah, but it's.
We finally getting everybody and got the little duties
I've
everybody
gotta-
can do, don't we?
I've got a good team at the house too.
You
And
sure do. You sure
I'm
do.
lucky. and
Well, I
blessed
guess
with
in
that.
closing, Coach B, you know, it's pretty well known throughout the county and stuff that, you know, we have a lot of people that has very mixed feelings about all this. And, you know, if in a perfect world, we would be looking at about 750 kids coming up here next year, if my math is right. And, but as we know, that apparently is not going to happen because, like I said, because of mixed emotions and I don't know, hard feelings about the consolidation and just different reasons. It's, you know, hard to really tell what each individual person is thinking. And like we've said before, it's not necessarily the kids. If it was up to the kids, it would just be status quo. We go on as normal.
It'd be another day at school.
Yeah, it'd be another day at school. But at this time, I would like you to maybe just speak into the camera and maybe voice your thoughts on that as far as, I guess, speak to the parents, speak to the kids
Yes.
about what this transition could be if they would just allow it to.
And how they
is
can make
hard.
it easier on everybody.
Change is hard. It's fearful because you don't know what to expect. Like I've said from the get-go today, if we show those kids that we love them and we care about them, the rest, I think, will fall into place. We're going to try to push them and get everything we can out of them. But at the end of the day, we're going to love them. We're going to care about them.
There you go.
And if you don't want your kid to come to a place that's going to be what I think should be number one, then I don't. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my kid to be happy. I want to be put in the best situation. And some of our biggest issues is going to be, well, they're not going to play as much because they're going to have so many to pick from. Well, little Johnny that's 14 years old that weighs $130 is not going to have to go play against 19-year-old Tommy that's 250 pounds.
Right.
We can have JVs and be able to get those kids in against teams that's other kids that's their size, their age, and they can develop as a player a little bit more rather than just throwing them out there against just, hey, you've got to go play. This is who you're playing against, and try not to get hurt. I think we'll have, hopefully, if everything goes perfect the way that we want it, we could have middle school, we could have JV, and we can have varsity in all sports. That's what we want to happen. And that way, if they're ready, then yeah, they can move on. But if they're not, we've got a place for them. It's like our varsity basketball teams and JV. I think Twin Valley is going to be the only one with the JV girls basketball team. They're not going to have a varsity girls, and that's 5 people on the court. We can't get. It's getting to be where you won't have anything if we kept staying where we were at. So sometimes changes have to be made. We all don't like change. It's hard to adapt, but ever since COVID, we've changed everything.
Yes.
The way that we've taught, the way we've done everything. So my thing I'm going to preach to all my coaches and the other teachers, we've got to just show the kids that we care about them and we love them from the get-go and be there with open arms. If that's not a place that you want to be, then the Southern Gap may not be the place for you. But if that's something that you're looking forward to and people is going to care about you and they're going to try to look after your kids the best they can, then bring them on. As for me, I'm 8 minutes away from this one. I'm 15 minutes away from that one. But I'm going to drive up here 40 minutes because I know where my kids are going to. And they're excited about it. I'm excited about it. I hope everybody. But by the time next year, I hope we're talking about how much fun that this place has been.
There you go.
And I hope you're talking to Coach Tester, and he's going into a region championship.
Yes.
And Coach Hannah and everybody else that's got Fall Sports right now.
That's right.
But I think we just got to make it the place to be. And if we show them we care about them, I think it will be.
Well
I
said.
believe we can. All righty, Coach B. We really
Thank
appreciate
you, guys.
joining us
Rodney,
today.
appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Tim, thank you. I wouldn't want to see you.
All right, guys. Some good interviews today for sure.
Oh, man.
We've had 4 on today. Been a really good show this week. But on to next week's schedule. Very limited. Nothing on Monday, nothing on Tuesday, and Wednesday. We don't know the complete schedule. The only things I can confirm is Council will be at Eastside, 6 p.m. That's from Council's volleyball coach. And Grundy Volleyball will play either Twin Springs or Houston at 7 at Grundy.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Pack the house.
Both of those will be Wednesday night, and that's all I know as of right now. I think there's 3 teams that go, and if they are, I'm sure that'll be Hurley, but I've not heard anything about that matchup. So hopefully we'll find out, and we'll have it on the Facebook page this week, the times and stuff. On with the rest of the week, nothing on Thursday, unless one of the football games gets moved to Thursday. I'm really, really hoping.
I hope to too. Tommy
that
needs to
would
do
be-
something.
I really, really wish that either Grundy or Hurley would play their home game on Thursday. That way, fans in the county could get to go to both of these. Because honestly, I'm literally going to try to be able to go to both of these. It might be a little difficult, but I'm thinking about taking like a half at both schools. I mean, it's and then you got the problem of which one you're going to be at the end.
Yeah. Well,
so-
I know where you need to be at the end. If you're going to go to Hurley and
Yeah.
Twin Valley, you need to be there at the end.
But Twin Valley at Hurley. Last game for Twin Valley, last game for Hurley. And then also that same night at the same time, Central at Grundy. I'm torn there. I graduated class of 98 at Hurley. My son was class of 2020 at Grundy. My other son was class of 2022 at Grundy. So, I would really like to be able to be in both places.
I hope and pray nobody gets hurt in our county teams.
Yeah.
Everybody makes it through.
For sure. And Tim, I know you probably may have an inside track on this more than I do. Are they still outside shots for Hurley and Grundy? I do believe they are, but a tremendous amount of things has to happen, I believe.
For Grundy, I do know we have to win Friday night,
yeah.
and a couple teams got to lose.
Yeah.
I do know that, but
I'm going to assume probably the same thing with Hurley. I did see a standing about a week or two ago, and Hurley and Grundy are literally like right on top of each other, somewhere around 10th.
yeah. So
10th, 11th.
it'd be interesting to see what happens.
But then, of course, Saturday. I mean, you were taking the trip to Salem.
Yeah, we're going to Salem, Green Hill Park.
Yeah, Green Hill Park in Salem, Virginia. The Virginia High School League's state cross country championship.
And if anybody's going, you do have to purchase tickets in advance.
Okay, yeah, that's something that a lot may not even think about.
Right.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I wouldn't even have thought about it even being a thing.
Right.
Because,
So
we normally don't pay on cross country. So are they somewhere where you can help the fans out with that?
I had some information, and I sent this to you
Okay.
also.
Okay. We'll be sure to post it and
yeah.
everything. It looks like a link for GoFan to be able to purchase the ticket.
Yeah,
And most of
it's
the
an
time,
app.
those are like on an app or
Yes.
something other.
Yeah.
And you just scan your phone. Kind of like,
GoFan.com.
I guess that's probably going to be like going to a Virginia Tech game now.
Yeah.
How they just scan your tickets on your phone.
Yes, that's what they'll do. Yeah.
Okay. But it's going to be quite a week and everything.
It's getting interesting.
It's getting interesting. I really don't think it will be, but we could very well see last volleyball games for schools. I think that I really hope that they all can win and everything, but
Yes.
it may be an end for some volleyball.
I hope our county teams does well.
Yeah.
Hurley, is Twin Valley out of it?
Yeah.
So they've had a good
if I'm
season.
not mistaken, they usually send 3 teams,
Okay.
I believe.
So Council and Grundy and
Hurley,
Hurley's-
as far as I know.
okay. So good luck to all 3 teams on there. And Twin Valley, you had a good season.
Yeah.
Just came up a little bit short. So
But and then with the football and everything, it's definitely going to be an emotional night. I've heard that Hurley will be paying tribute to the 2016 team that went undefeated.
That'd be awesome.
Remember, 54 points a game.
Yep.
That was quite a season. And I don't know, does Grundy got anything specific planned?
I don't think Grundy has anything planned. It's just going to be very emotional, like Coach B said earlier. It's going to be emotional for his coaching staff and some of the old alumni players.
Yeah.
You know,
I know Colin, I think Rodney kind of laughed at me, and I'm like, man, you know, we was at the game, and we cut back, and we was on the radio, and he mentioned about the halftime festivities, and I told that, you know, Madison Hagee had won Homecoming Queen, and, you know, they paid tribute to football players and homecoming queens and cheerleaders and stuff, and I said it was, you know, quite a moving halftime and everything, and he's like, it was moving. Yeah, I know Rodney was joking with me, but you know what?
There was another part that I may have been talking about too.
Okay.
Our concert that we were treated to.
Oh yes,
That's
yeah, that's a completely different.
Okay, that's what I was talking about, Big Buddy. That was
No,
also
Big
what you
Buddy.
all
I
done.
thought you was talking about the fact that
No.
big old 350-pound guy, and I was getting kind of teary-eyed about my alma mater there.
No,
I thought
because-
that's what he was
Because
saying.
I went through it too. I watched the last second tick off the clock as a Hayside Tiger.
That's right.
I know what you're going through. Been there and done it.
And you know, I was to a point in my life to where I really didn't think it was going to bother me that bad. I've really gotten to where, you know, it's the county. You know, I go watch Grundy, I go watch Hurley. I'm not this I'm do or die for any one school anymore. But it's the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's kind of really started to hit. How about you, Tim, being a Grundy High School graduate, and you were right there on the sidelines every week?
Coach Bartley, Keegan Bartley, come to us, and he wanted special people come in and talk to the team every week. And I picked this last game. So I'll be talking to the team Friday before they go out. And me prepping and preparing for this, what I'm going to say to the team has hit me.
Oh, man.
It has hit me pretty hard because
I'm assuming this is a team-only event. I couldn't buy a
you
chance
can come in. You can
hear
come in. You can come in the locker room and hear us. But since I was a little kid, I dreamed about wearing that gold helmet on that football field. Now, just like everything else, we're going to one, and we need to. I'm not against it. We need to go to one, but I'm like you, Mike. It's really when it comes, and I'm assuming all the Hurley guys are going through it, Twin Valley guys are going through it too, and ladies, not just guys. But once it hits, it's going to hit.
Yeah.
And it's going to be emotional, and we're not going to see these helmets next year out on the football field. Yeah. We're going to see black helmets with SG on them, and a new rising eagle.
Yeah.
And it has really me getting prepared in my speech. And guys, I've been going down that road and think new things I need to put in my speech for these guys that sometimes I just rip it up and start all over again. I've got so much going on that I put my feelings into it, but Grundy has had 25 speakers come in, old players, not old, I don't mean by it, but previous players and come in, and it's been a special season, and I've soaked every one of them in, you know, and I've watched these kids grow up, and some of them went to play college, and they come back and give their speech to these kids, and it's very emotional, but it's happy emotional, if that makes sense. I'm so thankful just to be a small part of our community.
Yeah.
And for these 3 teams or these 3 schools and coming to one, it's going to be special too, because there are going to be some great athletes coming together, and there are going to be great academic teams coming together.
Yep.
I mean, you talking about academics, man. They're going to be awesome because there's some very intelligent kids.
We mentioned these two, but we've mentioned these two, but as far as Twin Valley goes, this is an area that basically went through this themselves 25 years ago with the consolidation of Whitewood and Garden, my wife's alma mater.
Well, I remember when they done that.
Yeah.
I remember when they went through that, and it was emotional for them.
I remember that it was the same exact
Yes.
battle. I mean,
Parents.
I remember coming out of Garden Creek. I don't know if you all guys ever remember this, but if you're sitting right at the red lights, Richlands is that way, Grundy's that way, they was a thing, stop consolidation. It was hanging off the cliff there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everything was fine.
And I think it made Garden and Whitewood stronger.
Yeah.
When they combined.
And look at they made a state run 6 years later, but basically started getting real good 5 years later. Look at what they did in basketball.
Mm-hmm. Done a great job.
Yeah.
Done a great job. I think, parents, put your Rebel Yell to the side, put your Golden Wave to the side, and put your Panther to the side. Let's become an Eagle because it's good for a community. Brand new school. Brand new. Academics. Sports. Sky's unlimited.
Yep.
Go read Isaiah 40:31.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. That's all I got.
All righty, guys.
Don't forget, if you need tickets for the state,
We'll put that link up for
Yep.
sure.
GoFan.com.
All righty, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, hey, drop.